Welcome back to the Convo Couch, ladies and gentlemen. I am Pasta Jardula.
And I'm Fiorella.
And Johnny Sue is on the ones and twos. So late night, how you doing, everybody? Good? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Cool,
Well,
we're doing a show.
Where's
Thank you. All right.
Where's the screen? Let's see.
It's right over here. I'm pulling it up.
Okay.
And so we have Jeff Adelman, Kawazi Kate, Allison Irwin, A. Mars, Craig R. What's up, Aurelius Prime, J.O., Deep Space, Keen James, Jeannie Marie, Allison Irwin. I already said your name twice. You get it twice. Thank you for joining in. You said aloha, of course, as well. And then we have Rod Stiffington, Lane Farmer, Diana Ibanez, Matt Sevilla, James Brennis. What is up? James, what are you doing up? Supposed to be playing with the kids, hanging on out. I also shared with some Vinny. Where's Mikey U? Where you at? We need you. Where's Michael Cruz? That's a Friday night. You must be sleeping. Fam, let's get started because we felt compelled to do a show. We had a serious thing going on. Mm-hmm. The tweet of the decade was out there. Mm. Johnny, do you want to play the video first of Hillary, or you want to go right into the tweet first?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Into the tweet, yes.
So I put it up for the Instagram fam if you'd like to read it.
She said, "Great, thank you, Hillary Clinton. You, the queen of warmongers, embodiment of corruption and personification of the rot that has sickened the Democratic Party for so long, have finally come out from behind the curtain. From the day I announced my candidacy, there has been a concerted campaign to destroy my reputation. We wondered who was behind it and why. Now we know. It was always you, through your proxies and powerful allies in the corporate media and war machine, afraid of the threat I pose. It is now clear that this primary is between you and me. Don't cowardly hide behind your proxies. Join the race directly."
Damn.
Okay. So that I would disagree that it's the tweet of the decade. I would say it's the best tweet ever. Right now, up until this point, nobody has done a better job at tweeting. But also, we have been waiting for the longest time, progressives. We have been waiting forever for a politician to say the words, Hillary Clinton is a warmonger. And she didn't just say she was a warmonger. She said she is the Democratic Party, the rot of the Democratic Party. She said that Hillary Clinton is the queen of the warmongers. No one has ever had the audacity to say that. And it doesn't matter if you like Tulsi Gabbard or not. What they are doing to her, the way they're smearing her as a Russian asset, is exactly what they did to Bernie Sanders in 2016. And now that she is the new threat, they're doing it again, and they're doing it to her. And it is absolutely disgusting that a combat veteran has to literally go serve her time and then come back to being told that she's a Russian asset. It is disgusting. Everybody should be speaking out against it. And I include Bernie supporters in that. And this is just exposing every single smear about Tulsi as something pushed out by Hillary. So even though Hillary Clinton thinks that this is great, this was helping her, it's actually helping Tulsi, because people are like, holy crap, we've been waiting for somebody to say this. This is why we're going to vote. We're going to vote for you now. She just got a ton of independent votes, a ton of Republican votes, and that is how you win a general election. And we've said it before on the show. Bernie Sanders is running for the primary. He's towing the centrist line a bit, trying to get those votes. She is trying to speak to everybody in America, including those deplorables that a lot of the left will not speak to, that will shove aside. And this is how we win. You win by speaking truth to power. We need more of this in politicians.
Yeah, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime moment you'll ever see something like this. I mean, to what she did, and thank you so much, Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, yeah, she just didn't just pity-pat. She just put it all out there, using all the great words, hitting it right below the belt. And like you said, it's going to be opening up the door for a lot of new people. I have some Republican friends who are already switching over for the primary in California to go Democrat just to vote for her based on this tweet right here, this response. So thank you, Tulsi Gabbard. I can't say much that you haven't already said, fam. So let's get on to the next point. Is it what was said by Hillary? We should probably show what was said, what Hillary Clinton said. And when she said this, I was mortified. I was blown away. I couldn't believe the nerve of her to say something like this.
Oh,
the other day with
on.
Bakari Sellers on CNN who said that, and then he tweeted, that was me who said it when Tulsi mentioned that a CNN host said that at the debate. It's disgusting with these people. They all need to go.
They're literally hurting their chances as Democrats by pushing this. They're hurting their chances. They're trying to make Donald Trump win the election. Unless somebody like a Tulsi or a Bernie is nominated, they are going to lose.
Yeah.
They are absolutely going to lose. We saw, we don't have it, but there's an Emerson poll showing Bernie being the only one between Biden and Warren beat Donald Trump. Biden and Warren lose to Donald Trump. And that is probably even worse because they polled people on landlines. So that's not even counting all the people. Like, they would lose terribly to Donald Trump. So if you want to defeat Donald Trump, you do not push this Russian neo-McCarthyite bullshit propaganda. So let's look at what Hillary said.
I think it's going to be the same as 2016. Don't vote for the other guy. You don't like me? Don't vote for the other guy because the other guy's going to do X, Y, and Z, or the other guy did such terrible things. And I'm going to show you in these, flashing videos that appear and then disappear and they're on the dark web and nobody can find them. But you're going to see them and you're going to see that person doing these horrible things. They're also going to do third party again. And I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who's currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third-party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And that's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not because she's also a Russian asset.
Agent,
yeah, she's a Russian asset. I mean, totally. And so they know they can't win without a third-party candidate. And so I don't know who it's going to be, but I will guarantee you they'll have a vigorous third-party challenge in the key states that they most need it.
What a disgusting human being this person is.
Hillary Clinton is she's deplorable. She's disgusting. She's the worst. She is she's a sociopath.
Yeah.
She is not
a total sociopath.
She is evil, this woman. I don't think I've seen very people like that. She's just lying. Totally. Who does she think she is? She and her husband have this hold on the Democratic Party. They are so powerful. And I don't even know. It's ridiculous to me that anybody believes this when they already did this in 2016. They're doing the same thing all over again. And not only that, they did this, they rigged the election in 2016. Tulsi said that. Why do you guys think that she's being smeared so much? Because she went on video and flat out said they rigged the election, the DNC rigged the election. And that was my favorite tweet up until this moment, right?
Yeah,
the DNC rigged the election for Bernie Sanders in 2016. And they're rigging it again as we speak through their polling, the manufactured consent, their biased mainstream media, all of it. It's all part of the system. It's systemic rigging. And once we get into the debates, once we get into the DNC, we're going to see exactly what happens. And here's the thing. People aren't going to let 2016 happen again. They're just not.
We have some proof that she might be working for the Russians. She might be working for Putin. Take a look. Here we go.
Who did this?
I don't know, but I found it in our awesome. There it is, right here. I found it in our chat, fam, and I was like, "She's Russian. There she is." This is the absurdity of this. This is why we see Russian flags. We want to buy them. I got a Russian thing on my computer. It's like it's a joke right now. It's so absurd back then. And let me tell you something, fam. They're not doing it just the way they were doing it in 2016. They have ramped up the neo-McCarthyism.
Oh, yeah.
They are full-blown Trump deranged syndrome that has led to them to freaking be total neo-McCarthyites. And to do this to Tulsi Gabbard, this is disgusting. But, once again, I love the Tulsi response. And that's what people wanted to hear. So many people wanted to hear it. So it is awesome. Do we have the response of the response, though? Before we get to these other tweets and see what people are out saying there, fam. She did say something in Iowa, right? Just a couple hours ago. We have the video of her in Iowa responding. Listen to what she says. This is pretty cool, and listen to the very end, too, as well.
Basically, the message that is being sent here is that for myself or for any American, any veteran, any service member who is calling for an end to our country's long-held foreign policy of waging regime change wars, the likes of which we have seen in Iraq, Libya, and ongoing in Syria, then we will be smeared and labeled as foreign agents and as traitors to our country. This is despicable on so many levels, and it speaks to the need for strong leadership. It speaks for the kind of change that we need to see, and really this is the choice that's before voters in this country today. To either vote for Hillary Clinton or her proxies, we'll see if she's got the courage to get into this race, or to vote for me, someone who is representing the exact opposite of what Hillary Clinton's legacy stands upon in waging these regime change wars and the warmongering and corruption that she has represented.
Is there anyone in particular that you mean when you say Hillary Clinton and her proxies? Are you referring to anyone in this race?
Well, we've seen very clear how from the day that I announced my candidacy all the way up until now, both in politics as well as in the media, she and her proxies have been trying to smear my campaign, and this is exactly the reason why, is that she knows that she won't be able to control me if I'm elected president. She won't be able to manipulate me into continuing these regime change wars, escalating this new Cold War and arms race, things that she has propagated for and championed for so long.
Do you plan to leave the Democratic Party as a third-party candidate?
I've said many, many times I will not leave the Democratic Party. I will not run as an independent or a third-party candidate. I am staying in the Democratic Party, and I am fighting to take our Democratic Party back out of the hands of Hillary Clinton and the warmongering establishment, and put it back into the hands of the people so that our party can truly be a champion for the people. Our party can be of, by, and for the people, fighting for peace, fighting for the people, and fighting to protect our planet.
Wow. You like the way she really jumped the gun? I don't want to say jumped the gun, but she kind of answered really abruptly. I am not leaving the Democratic Party. I'm fighting to take our party back from the Hillary Clintons and whatnot.
And that's the thing. Like, even like right now, any idea of a third party isn't there because we're fighting to get a progressive there. Like right now, all of the influences are to get one of these two in there, and that's it. Like that should be the idea, right? However, I disagree with her because I do think that at the end of the day, if they rig this election again, believe me, the people will be demanding for her or Bernie to run third party. They both have said they will not. They both have said we will vote for the nominee. But I would have to look at them and say enough is enough. If they do this again, the people will not take it this time. We have people that are completely just not, believe me, either Donald Trump is going to win or we can use this momentum to create a third party. And I am fully for that. For right now, though, talking about that is, I think, presumptuous. Right now,
premeditated.
We're focused
totally
right now on getting one of these people elected, and that's that, you know. And these two, I believe firmly, without anything, can beat Donald Trump. I think Yang is the third that could possibly do it, but I think these two, like with the momentum and the power, are the only two people that could honestly like defeat Donald Trump.
We'll see. I think it's I was realistically thinking today, can Tulsi Gabbard really win the election? You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to say something because somebody asked me, he's like, can she really win? Can this girl win? And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like, I think she can, but I think
she would sweep the election.
I don't know. I'd love to see it. I'm going to support her through and through. But every single time somebody really asks me that question, well, why are you supporting her? Does she really have a chance to win? The more things like this, like these happen, I'm like, maybe she can win. I don't know, because she's gotten a lot of support.
I'm talking about the general.
Yeah, I'm talking about the general election.
Yeah.
For me, when I still say, only Bernie and Tulsi can really beat Trump, I really have to think when people ask me, can Tulsi win? And I've always said, well, I think she's got a good shot. But now I'm thinking like, wow, she has a really serious chance of winning right now after today. After what she did today, she's getting so many people who are just not political, outside the box, that wanted to see this, not just because it's Hillary Clinton, but just somebody to stand up against the machine.
To speak truth.
Yeah.
Literally, like, without any sort of consultant behind them, Because really, without, any other viewpoint, without any PR, she's blatantly telling you guys, hey, this is who Hillary Clinton is. I'm going to call her out. I'm going to call it the DNC. I'm going to do it to their faces. And I tweeted about this before. She went to the DNC. She went to the debates and criticized the DNC, the New York Times, CNN. Then she also went after Elizabeth Warren. She went after Pete Buttigieg's warmongering ways. She did everything people asked her for, including Bernie supporters, and she still got smeared. Somebody still had something negative to say, because these people that don't like Tulsi are never going to like her, because she represents a threat to a lot of things.
Yes.
And
Yes.
They also don't like how she can't fit in a box. She doesn't like identity politics, which is one of the things I most love about her. She doesn't resort to just focusing on Donald Trump based on calling him, oh, he's bad, he's terrible. She focuses on his policies and how they've hurt the American people. And that's, she focuses on its foreign policy in particular. So that's one of the reasons why I think she's a strong contender.
Well, I hope that people are starting to get up to speed on foreign policy. We have a super chat from Sammy Escamilla, and thank you for your super chat contribution. They are always appreciated on the couch. Go, Tulsi. # Rage Against the Mashibi.
Exactly.
I think it's machine.
Exactly.
We missed a few super chats. So
we do. We have a couple up there?
Yeah, I'm going to go through all of them.
Go ahead, buddy.
A. Mayer says, green heart, Tulsi flower emoji. One incredible day for progressives.
Yep.
Yes.
And then the next one is SS Brian. You guys rock. Tulsi is a warrior, and this will help her campaign.
Thank you so much. They were always appreciated on the couch. And I missed
Sam.
those. And I go, yeah.
And then there was one more. Philip Blair. It seemed Hillary might not be an FDR Democrat.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
She sure is no Wallace. Also, Riley Rage, Cannabis Sativa, Burnt Offerings, California for Tulsi's on. What's up? How you doing?
Hi, California for Tulsi.
Keen
Is
James.
that Chris?
I want to say something. I lost my train of thought. Let's just go to the.
Yes, we have the video because he wants to play you know what? And I think it's awesome that she goes on Tucker because, once again, Tucker gave her the platform and the opportunity to speak, and she's out there fishing for other votes.
A lot of people are really on the left are angry she went on Tucker.
Fams, right before we go to that, I actually did some digging, and I found in 2016 this video. It's titled Tulsi Gabbard, I Don't Fear the Clintons. And this is what she was saying back in 2016 when she dropped out.
Oh.
So I kind of want to say that.
Off the reservation, Johnny.
This was... maybe I didn't see it come into this tweet, but I knew something was going to happen when I saw this.
What about any retaliation? The Clintons have had a well-oiled machine in Washington for years. Do you fear any retribution from the Clintons, and what's your relationship been like with it?
Well, I was heavily warned by people who care about me to not endorse Senator Sanders because of that fear of retaliation. And look, that fear is something that exists in a lot of folks that I've heard from. There is far too much at stake here to stand on the sideline and let politics get in the way of what's real. And what's real is war and the cost of war. I've seen and felt that cost firsthand through my service and my deployments to the Middle East. And I cannot stand on the sidelines and do nothing when we have a clear choice that many people are not informed about. There are very stark differences between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that people know what those differences are so they can at least make an educated and informed decision.
Critics say Sanders is...
So you heard that?
Wow. Wow. And I think a lot of people forgot just how much she really fought for Bernie.
Yeah.
Like all that she risked. It's insane, right?
Yeah. Can you, if you're around some people who need to be reminded of that, can you remind them of that for me, please?
Yeah.
If you, just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case you're around some burners who aren't crazy about Tulsi. Can you remind them for me, fam?
I will show them this video.
I'm gonna
that?
I'm gonna read a super chat contribution from Javel, and thank you for your super chat contributions. They are always appreciated on the couch. And he says it like Le Tose Path has unleashed the flaming sword of the word upon the evil of Helza von Rodham Kilton.
That was Dracarys right there. She literally went Dracarys and eviscerated
Fired.
Hillary Clinton.
Thank you for that super chat contribution.
Dracarys.
Dracarys.
But Yeah, that's awesome, Johnny. Thank you for finding that. I don't know if I've seen that, actually. Because I remember her stomping for Bernie. I remember her doing all the right things. And I remember how burners were even then pushing Bernie Tulsi 2020. They were pushing that, right? Because if Bernie would have won, I guarantee you she would have been in his cabinet. 100%. 100%.
But you know what I think is important about that video is that it reveals this in the Democratic Party, in the establishment. There's this
fear
of the Clintons, right? Yeah. And then also once we go into the responses of the responses, we will see, all the shock and all from even Cory Booker.
Yeah, which is kind of like up for grabs. It's confusing. You have to see how you can kind of read it, but it's up to you. Buster Beak, thank you for the Super Chat contribution, and we always appreciate Super Chat contributions on the couch. How much indie conservative support do you think Tulsi garnished today? Or gained today,
God,
excuse me.
So much.
Garnered.
So much. I mean, she is.
I had two friends.
She is the connection here. She is the one unifying, and I'm gonna go over what I think is the best strategy from here forward. And I'm gonna, and I have my opinions, and Pasta has his opinions, but I definitely think this is a game changer for the Tulsi campaign. 100%. 100%.
And Jackie Pagoo says, Convo Couch, thank you for the Super Chat contribution. Great day to be a progressive. Yes,
absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely.
We skipped Elijah Freeman.
He
says, why wasn't it Bernie who said this? Disheartening.
Oh, man. Why'd you have to go there, Elijah?
Well,
it's still early in the show.
Here's the thing.
It's still early in the show.
And here's the thing. Bernie has people advising him. I do not know exactly who on foreign policy on these things that are completely targeting the centrist. Like, his tactic is different. She is going after people in a way that he has not. And I think it works to their own benefit in their own ways for their own campaigns. I think combined, them together is the largest threat that we have combined. I mean, he's going after the corporations. He's going after the billionaires. She's going after the military industrial complex. Those two are two arms of the establishment. And if we see that, and if we let Bernie be Bernie and let Tulsi be Tulsi, I think we can get the best of these both of these candidates. And there's a lot of Bernie Tulsi people that agree with me. I know there's a lot of legitimate criticisms about how Bernie's handling the foreign policy. There's a lot of things that Tulsi doesn't have domestically that a lot of progressives want to see. But one person can't focus on everything. I think it's good to have the different focuses. So
here's the thing. Down the road, if they are working together or working in conjunction with each other, which there's still a possibility, we can't eliminate that possibility. Right. All right. So that's what kind of makes me say that.
And neither of them would ever say that. Right.
Yeah, and they wouldn't. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't say.
They don't want to reveal their strategy.
Absolutely. They shouldn't say that. If they said that, they'd be stupid.
The art of war, right?
Yeah.
Political warfare.
They're not even leaking into the people close to them. Let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying? If anybody knows that, it's like 5 people.
Yeah.
Tulsi,
maybe
her husband, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Jane, maybe we don't know.
Maybe Nina.
Maybe Nina. We don't know, right? Okay, and that's why my inner part where I got kind of mad last time when we talked about with the debate, and I was like, Bernie should stick up for her the way she's supposed to stick up for him. We have to keep the possibility that they might be working together, that they might be talking to each other. I know that pissed off a lot of Tulsi people, and I know a lot of Tulsi people today are probably expecting Bernie Sanders to have a response. Let's just wait and see. Let's see how it plays out. I hate to quote Barack Obama.
Oh God.
Let's just see how it plays out. The Dakota Pipeline as people are getting shot in the face. So let's just save those talks for another day, and let's take a look at what's online because I have been wanting a response from certain people out there. So here's Max Blumenthal responding to
Ilhan
Omar.
So Max Blumenthal says, wait, that's your entire reaction to this episode?
Same question I have.
And what was her reaction?
That's it.
That's the reaction. Ilhan Omar's reaction.
Oh, okay.
And I did some research, guys.
Yes.
People use Giphy, Giphy.com, to find GIFs and to post on Twitter.
Yeah.
So here is the actual GIF on Giphy. And basically, the tags that it comes with is shocked face, OMG, and WTF. So Ilhan Omar must have typed one of those tags in, and that's what this GIF means.
But what does it mean, fam? Help me out here. Help me understand because
they can't. I mean, imagine Congress people taking aside on this. I mean, I don't think everybody has the bravery and the courage that Tulsi Gabbard has on not being afraid of the Clintons. I genuinely believe that a lot of these people fear Clintons so badly, like their lives.
Exactly.
Like I genuinely believe that it is not.
Me too, and I do. But isn't there like a shit line? I mean,
I
isn't
agree.
there like a certain
She's a
situation?
fucking warmonger.
We have some people we're gonna kind of point out that have said some stuff in the media, and I applaud them. And one, you picked a video off our boy from CNN. You know what I'm saying? But this is the courage. And are some candidates. There was one candidate who has come out and said some stuff. So I am a little bit kind of like in the bushes, kind of waiting. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jump the gun. And, I know you guys don't let me. You guys bring me back to earth, and we do that here. We find balance within the force. But, I don't know what this means for Milena Omar. I don't know what she's
But I mean,
saying.
that's pretty it's pretty safe, a safe give.
It
Because
is.
to me, it
like a
looks
safe
like
gift.
it means, oh my God, I'm just shocked that she said this.
Yeah.
Because
Shocked
trust me,
face.
Ilhan Omar doesn't really like Hillary Clinton either.
Shocked
Trust me.
face.
That's the thing.
Shocked.
It's like, I think this
She
is kind
doesn't.
of like, it allows them to circle the wagons
Yeah.
in this one. They can come back like, that's why when she said those things, I was like, oh my God, you said that. Because I was so appalled and I didn't even know what to say. So, and I just let this kind of play out. Like, so it's like, I can't believe that Tulsi went and said that stuff. I don't know. It's like you can play either side after. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's kind of confusing, guys.
For me, this was my reaction as soon as I read that.
That was me. Shannon
Whoa!
Sharp. Whoa! Skip! Sorry, that's what Shannon Sharp would say. And here's what Max Blumenthal said though too. And
I 100% agree with him.
watched it. I knew you would, fam.
Absolutely.
That's why I pulled this up. He says, by the way, guess who's next in line to be smeared by the corporate STEM elites as a Russian agent? Hint: he's a Jewish socialist. He once visited the USSR and Nicaragua. This is just a pilot program.
Absolutely. And this is why it is absolutely essential for Bernie supporters to stand against. And I've seen it. I've seen it from people who don't even really like Tulsi that much, but say, hey, this is wrong. This is wrong. You don't do this, right? Pat the Burner is one of them. And I don't know, we can pull up his tweet later, but he's like, look, I don't support her for president, but this is wrong. This is disgusting. This is not a good idea, you know? And I think it's important that all of us, if you call yourself a progressive and independent, a free thinker, whatever you want to call yourself, you need to stand on the side of truth. And this is the truth. This is the truth that we've all been saying.
Yes.
This is what we've been saying.
I'm suspecting that Bernie might say something within the next couple of days when he's on the show. Something slight, just like he did last time. This Tulsi Gabbard is my friend, and I respect her. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And I think it's hysterical and ridiculous that Hillary Clinton said that. She shouldn't have said that. And Philip Blair says, super chat contribution. Thank you, Philip Blair. And we'll circle the wagons. If Hillary had any legitimate criticism of future President Tulsi Gabbard, I think we would have heard it by now. No? Absolutely. This has been a big nothing burger. The Russiagate story has been a big nothing burger. If you're just a little bit inside the echo chamber, you should know this shit.
Yeah.
The fact that they've been perpetuating and propagating, is that a word? Propagating these friggin' stupid dark man stories, these boogeyman stories. It's not Rasputin, it's Putin, okay? There's nothing happened. There's nothing there. They just don't want to admit that they lost the election because they suck, because they don't want to lose power. They're not ready to give up that power. And I don't know if I'm ready to ever give it back to them.
Hillary Clinton profits directly from the war machine, directly. And if somebody is threatening that, you bet your ass she's going to go and defend herself against her. Tulsi is the biggest threat to both to Hillary, and Bernie is the biggest threat through the corporations. And just having those two, they're probably scared. They're scared having those two right there. These two progressives. She keeps increasing in the poll numbers, even the poll numbers that have been that are not even accurate. We're talking about, and because in all these poll numbers, you see Bernie Sanders third place behind Biden and Warren. Are you kidding me?
Break.
There's no way.
I'm
Tulsi
the guy.
Is farther ahead than that, and this is all leading up to the point. We cannot let them get away with manipulating, rigging, whatever you want to call it, this election.
You got the $14.99?
No, cannabis sativa.
Oh.
Would be Cheeto by 300 EC. I think EC is Electoral College.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Trump equals mental breakdown.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that one is.
Well, Trump. Oh yeah, I don't. Trump is actually probably far more threatened by Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard than he feels at all by any of these idiots, and they know that. They know that. But the Democrats would rather have Trump than have any of these progressives in office, and you guys are seeing that as we speak.
They lump everybody on the left.
Yeah.
That's the problem right now.
Yeah.
And mainstream thinks that we're all together. They think that we're a lot closer
clearly
than
are
the
not.
establishment Democrats
Clearly.
than we are than the libertarians. And I make that joke all the time. I'm a progressive libertarian. And Matty Boy for the super chat contribution says, "I'm not a progressive, but the work you guys do is a dedication to truth and is super important. Keep it up."
Whatever you want to
Thank
call
you,
yourself
Maddie
or
Bell.
what you don't want to call
So
yourself.
true.
I don't care.
So true.
The thing is, the truth is the important thing, right?
The truth is the truth, whether it comes out of anybody's mouth.
Exactly.
The truth is the truth.
Doesn't matter.
One more right above that.
I did not see it, but I will find it.
Mr. Michael Karach.
There he is. Michael Karash, thank you for the super chat contribution, and we always appreciate the super chat contributions on the couch. We are at war with the establishment.
We
Who
are.
better than a soldier to win this battle? This is not hyperbole. It is war.
It is war. It is war. It's two war. It's a war against the establishment. One is the money, the class war. The
Yeah.
other one is a military-industrial
It's a
complex.
Tiamat.
Each
Head of
one of
dragon.
them is
Yeah.
attacking. This is why this election is unprecedented. I can't stress how important this election is.
Yes. Anna Acevedo's on the Facebook
Hi,
with
Anna.
Sarah
Thank you
Williams.
for being
So
a
is
loyal
Jennifer
viewer.
Ann Sanders. Jennifer Ann House Sanders.
Oh.
Michael
House
Rayburn
Sanders.
is
I like
there.
that.
I know, House Sanders, right? Michiko! We love you, Michiko. Karen Riley is there as well. Gabriel Ramirez, fam, what's going on?
Fam.
I don't know what we're doing for Thanksgiving. I'll let you get your back at that. Matthew Sevilla, Carl Hines. Fifi knows best.
Fifi knows best.
We love you, Carl Hines. Nance is there. Diana Ibanez, Nance
Yeah.
Melendez, Dre Romy. How you doing, Dre? Rocky
Drea.
B. Rocky Lee B.
It's Drea.
My man, we love you, Rocky Bellinger. Thank you for all who have joined in Friday night under the lights to join.
Is everybody like what's his name? Michael Tracy was like, I need a cigarette after
Yeah.
this post. I was like, I need a bottle of wine.
No, I need a big old blunt. People say, why hit HRC, but didn't she own DNC debt? That was a super chat contribution from Elijah Freeman. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Another super chat contribution. Thank you so much from Big Baby Zubas. Holy shit, dude. Tulsi took off the gloves.
Yeah.
Took the gloves off. Ding, ding. Where's
She
our
did.
bell? We used to have the bell. Remember
I
the
don't
bell?
have the bell. I don't have the
We
bell.
got to get, I'm going to
All
go
right.
retweet freaking Tulsi's boxing match too again.
Yeah, that
Okay,
one.
so now, fam, explain this tweet to me. Just tell me what this is.
I took it. Okay, this is
All
how
right,
we took it completely different. I
dude.
took it as
Sophia took it my way too.
oh no you didn't, like,
Yeah.
whoa.
That's what I think too.
And you
Like,
took it
whoa.
as
like he's looking at her like, whoa,
Look at
did
those
you really
Donna.
say that?
yeah, like did
Did
you
you really
really,
say
No, look at his lips.
say that?
His lips, he's breathing heavy and looking hard. I know somebody's
But
ready to square
this
off.
moment in the debates was when he was like looking at Beto, right? When he was like,
I'm not sure.
I think it was when he was like kind of like,
Well,
what are you doing?
Yeah, Tulsi
Like-
was on the right of him over there.
I don't know. It gives him wiggle room. I don't know. Maybe.
No, this is. I don't think she was at this debate.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, this is the one she missed. Yeah, but
He posted this
you
stuff.
looked at it as what?
I looked at it as like kind of threatening, like he's squaring off in a way, like, I don't know. I don't know.
What do you guys think?
It seems just so political, like he can just wiggle his way out
That's
of
what
it.
I'm saying, but that's all you're gonna get from a lot of these people that are serving members of, Congress.
I'm so sorry. I can't say that because I'm not a member of Congress, and I want to be a member of Congress. And I say to myself that, and once again, once you're inside that box, and who knows,
Right.
people are threatened. Hillary Clinton has, and the Clintons themselves have the death list. You know what I'm saying? They have a, Rogan talks about it, man. There's a hit list over there that people have been slaughtered by the hands of the Clintons. We know that for sure with their wars. But personal hits, and somebody put on our thread before. What about Seth Rich? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They keep on mentioning that, and you ain't gonna convince me either way. I'm not saying he was the leaker and stuff, but after he was murdered or a botched robbery with nothing taken, fam,
Yeah,
it makes
bullshit.
me nervous. It makes
Yeah.
me suspicious. There's a guy who's growing on me.
Speaking of all that Seth Rich stuff, I guess this is the best time to show
Yeah,
you
let's do it.
what
Let's do it.
what I found here. George Galloway, he retweeted this.
Oh.
This is what Hillary was trying to cover up by going after Jill Stein and Tulsi Gabbard this morning. Basically, it says, U.S. State Department has completed its internal investigation into former Secretary Clinton's use of private email and found violations by 38 people, some
Wow.
of whom may face
Yes,
disciplinary
I saw
action.
this. I saw this. Killer
Boom.
Cam, that's my boy. Cam, let's go get some coffee, dog. Cam, let's go get some coffee. My dog. Met him at the last Tulsi event. He is awesome. He's got some great stuff over as well. Now, there has been a guy, You want to talk a little bit about this real quick or no?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay. There has been a guy.
Yes, his name is
He's
Andrew
been growing
Yang.
on me. He's growing on me. I'm
there's-
not saying that I'm ready to vote for him for president, but he's definitely moving up the charts. I like his ideas. He's got a lot of work to do in a lot of areas,
Yeah.
including foreign policy and whatnot.
Especially foreign policy.
But this has got to be more likes than anything else. Look what he put down, fam. Tulsi Gabbard. I love when we put these up and they start moving. They keep climbing.
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard deserves much more respect and thanks than this. She literally just got back from serving our country abroad.
And that's brave because he's still running for president, and he's it's not a politically savvy move. You see how people are kind of evading it because to go after Hillary Clinton is like going after the queen of the Democratic Party. I mean, she is like the self-appointed queen of the Democratic Party. It is very brave, and it's not a political move. It is actually a counter political move.
It takes bravery, right?
But the people love it. The people
truth
love
and
it.
peace and courage.
Yes.
That's all we want. That's all people want. People want the truth. People want. If you guys remember when the Ellen DeGeneres thing happened, and I said, we want the candidate who's going to call out warmongers and say you're a warmonger. Tulsi listened to me, and then she went out and said, "I'm just kidding, by the way." And she went out and she went out and did this. No, yes, I'm totally joking. A lot of people said that. She got a lot of criticism.
Next for this one.
She got a lot of criticism, and so then she went on and actually called out the queen of warmongers, which means she doesn't like warmongers. For a lot of people that were saying, "Oh, she likes George Bush." No,
I don't think I put it in it, by the way.
that's not even true.
Neera Tanda responded to
Of course she
Andrew
did.
Yang. And I don't think we put it in there, but if you put it in Neera Tanden, Andrew Yang, she freaking belittled him.
She said,
I
will talk to you about anything.
She
Hold
was
on, let me
like,
find-
I am disappointed, Andrew. She supports warmongers like Assad and this and that.
Yeah.
And she's
let
a
me-
Russian bot. I'm doing a
in the,
kid Neera Tanden. But Neera Tanden went after him. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you got to be kidding me, lady.
There it
Hold
is.
on.
There it is. Look at this, what she says. Very disappointing. I'm gladly discuss her record of supporting Russia's actions in Syria, Assad, LGBT7Q issues, and many more. Happy to chat anytime. Oh, let me let you know, and here's a line to the establishment. Come on in.
Okay, so just to remind all of you, there are people out there still saying that Elizabeth Warren is the second most progressive candidate, which is bullshit. Okay, we all know that, right? But Elizabeth Warren is supported by Neera Tanden. Neera Tanden loves Elizabeth Warren. So how dare you think for 1 second that Elizabeth Warren is a progressive? Neera Tanden is over here pushing this Russiagate, a Russian asset against a combat veteran. Nonsense. And people still have the audacity to say that Elizabeth Warren is closest to Bernie. Bullshit.
This is the one who
Wrong.
smeared Bernie worse than anybody was Neera Tanden, okay? Read the WikiLeaks revelations is what I call them, okay? She was awful. Neera Tanden was terrible. She is anything but a liking for Bernie whatsoever. If you like Bernie Sanders, stay away from anything that that Neera Tanden looks at. She's like friggin' Medusa. It probably turned to stone. We have a super chat contribution from Mr. Daly to you. Thank you so much. Hillary Clinton messed with the wrong girl.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
right
video.
Yeah. And right before that, A. Mayer says, how do we demand a monthly chat with the political vigilante game show with you, Graham, and Ron in the old comedy film nerd studio?
Oh, nice.
Unity of badasses.
Oh,
That'd be a good idea. Yeah.
That would be
That would be awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. They're going to be on the show
absolutely
soon anyways. We're going to play a game. We're going to talk. So they will definitely be in the near future.
I want to talk about Johnny. Can you pull up my tweet? I believe it's the.
While he's pulling up the tweet, I'm going to read a quick super chat contribution.
Of course.
Larry Janney. I almost called you Larry Johnson. Oh, if you haven't gone to Larry Johnson's Twitter, by the way, too. Oh, it's sick. Larry Johnson, the old football player, go to it. Larry Janney says, of course they're going to be vague with their comments on Tulsi's response. They want to be able to flip-flop based on how this shakes out.
Right.
We've been saying this. That's why it's kind of vague when they're saying that. And that's why I like Max Blumenthal, because Blumenthal called around and says, wait a second. That's all you have to say on this?
As media,
awesome.
we have to.
Yeah.
We have to.
He's
we will
real
not,
media. That guy is the best. That whole crew, the Greystone, we love you all.
Yeah.
Ben Norton.
Gray Zone.
Gray
what's that?
Zone.
Did I
Gray
say it?
Zone.
You said Greystone. It's
What?
Gray
'Cause
Zone.
it's Tarzan, Greystone. Legend of Greystone.
Okay, so a couple things. The fact one, Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, where is it?
I'm going to read
fact. Tulsi
Okay.
Gabbard's
That one.
tweet?
That
Cool,
one.
go ahead.
All right.
And I'll read super
Okay.
chats after.
Okay. So the fact, Tulsi Gabbard's tweet just got her a bunch of independent and Republican votes. This is a game changer for her campaign, guaranteed. By exposing Clinton, Tulsi helps Bernie and our movement. We've been waiting to hear the words "Hillary is a warmonger" uttered by a politician. And the reason I included "it helps Bernie and our movement," a lot of a couple of sycophants to Bernie, very few. I on the ground I usually meet very like, oh, this is great for Bernie, right? Have said, oh, this is, I don't have to, this is stupid. She shouldn't have said this, blah, blah, blah. And it's been very rare. Like, that's like the worst take I've gotten, right? This doesn't help Bernie at all. I'm like, no, this absolutely helps Bernie. She's literally going after Clinton, the Clinton machine, literally, like directly. And again, and to follow that up, I want to say, read what I also said about that we need to understand that there's two wars being, I kind of talked about it. I said, understand that this is, they're fighting two sides, right? Tulsi is fighting the side of the military industrial complex and Bernie is fighting the class war. So I said,
they're both fighting establishment.
Exactly. Understand Bernie is fighting. It's fighting a class war. It's top versus bottom, the 1% versus the 99%, the oligarchy. Tulsi is fighting the military-industrial complex, the war machine. Both are arms of the establishment. Together, they pose the largest threat they've ever seen. If their supporters unite, we win. And I also said this is why they're pushing Warren as if she's the closest to Bernie, because then they want to smear Gabbard to get Bernie Sanders supporters to attack her, to get Tulsi supporters angry, to divide us. And that these two are on the same side. They may be very different people, but the differences make up for what the other one lacks.
Yes.
And that's what it is. Like, you are not going to have a perfect candidate, but you can have multiple people that are pushing the overtone, that are doing this. And I think we need to stop falling in line with the idea that, we need to fight. Like, they're on the same side. You support whoever you want, but they are on the same side. They're the one of very few candidates who are.
I think we lost one out of the queue. I can't see it, but I'm going to read a couple super chats. Michael Koresh says Warren, and I wanted to read this right when you were talking about Warren, because Warren hid her $1 billion donors from her Senate race so she can use them in the 2020 election. Corrupt AF. Thank you, Michael Koresh. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
We already read that one. We also have one from Freedom Tribe. We love you, Freedom Tribe. It's on.
Freedom.
Tulsi time. People, it is Tulsi. Come on and join in the team Tulsi Volunteer Squad. One team, one dream. Tulsi 2020. We love you, Freedom Tribe, who is also a Patreon. Thank you so much. Philip Blair, another one. Thank you so much, Philip Blair, for the super chat contribution, and they are always appreciated on the couch. Tulsi just rolled down the windows on the terrible stench of the Nixonian, Kissinger, Bush, Clinton, endless war profiteering. Tulsi Gabbard is America, and that is why we love her. I missed one somewhere. Let me go find it real quick.
It's California for Tulsi.
Thank you so much.
Says, love what you do. Great shirt pasta.
Thank you.
Give you more, but got to give more to Tulsi.
I just see that. California for Tulsi. Thank you so much. And thank you for the 37 people who are on. Keith Rubino!
Up, Keith?
In the house. Where's he from? Syracuse? Upstate New York?
Upstate New York.
We love Canadians on the show. Thank you so much. We love Canadians. I know. Well, Johnny makes fun of my New York Jets being the New Jersey Jets, so I got to make fun of upstate New York Buffalo Bill fans.
They kind of are the New Jersey
And the Jets are going to stomp the Bills when they play them later on.
All
right, so we got another tweet right over here, fam, because I pulled this one up. You got the Hillary Clinton one? No, it's mine. I'm the president. The Russians stole my presidency. I know you were messing with it, but if you got rid of it.
Where is it?
It's her in a stray jacket.
Oh, yeah, they photoshopped that.
It's in the folder, but no big deal.
I had it. Hold on.
It's just a great one, too. I know we're... Thank you for all these super chat contributions. So take a look at this one. You can put that other one that you put up there. This one, fam, you put up there. I wonder why Hillary Clinton hates Tulsi Gabbard so much. Here's the no one. So this is great. No. It's mine, the president. The Russians stole my presidency. And she's in a straitjacket. And then Fishbones put up, I wonder why the Hillary Clinton hates Tulsi Gabbard so much. Because Cory Booker, superdelegate, Juan Castro, superdelegate, Bill de Blasio, superdelegate.
They're all superdelegate.
Superdelegate. Everybody, Elizabeth Warren, fam, Superdelegate, we know that. Okay. Andrea
only
and Marianne Williamson were out of it.
Yeah.
But who's the one Sanders superdelegate? Oh, it's Tulsi Gabbard or Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah, it's Tulsi Gabbard. Yep.
Caitlin Johnson also put, yowza. Turns out Hillary brought a knife to a bazooka fight. Just had to put that up.
Got him.
Got him. And my girl, I love her. Sarah Abdallah said Hillary Clinton voted for the Iraq war.
Mm-hmm.
Hillary Clinton backed the Honduras coup. Hillary Clinton spearheaded the ruin of Libya. Hillary Clinton led to the destruction of Syria. And Hillary Clinton sold Saudi Arabia weapons to use in Yemen. She is a war criminal. I stand with Tulsi.
She absolutely is. And if you, again, so now this helps Tulsi how? This helps Tulsi because any sort of smear against her, now we know it's just manufactured. I mean, there's a difference between criticisms or disagreements that you may have with her policy-wise. But the fact is that these criticisms about her being a Putin puppet, Putin Russian asset, Assad's, friend, like all of these are coming from like the Hillary Clinton machine. And we kind of knew that. I mean, we knew it was Brock people. We knew it was establishment people. We saw the letter that they sent her when she stepped down to endorse Bernie Sanders. We saw all of it. So it's no surprise. Yeah. But this is now taking it to another level where they're telling us right now they're doing this again. They're going to do this again. And so the moment you continue supporting somebody like a Tulsi or a Bernie, they're going to say that you're un-American, that you are in line with Putin. They're going to say all of these things, and we have to fight against that idea. It is our job to fight against that very, very notion now more than ever.
Well, also with that tweet, I want to say something. What Sarah Abdullah said is this is why you have to say regime change war.
Right.
And the nitpicking is really just getting me
really, why didn't Tulsi say war? Oh, because she's specific. Because these regime change wars literally led to the creation of terrorism, of terrorists. We are fomenting this whole cycle. And it's endless and it's endless. And until somebody does something about it, it's going to hurt not only people abroad, but our American people domestically.
Yeah, and it also explains that regime change war is imperialism. It's imperialism. It's putting people in place that we want to run their government the way we want it, to put people in the monetary system that is ours, to put them under control, to turn them into slaves. And that's all it is. Okay? And that's why regime change is so important. Big baby Zubas. Oh my God, thank you for the super chat contribution, and we always appreciate it on the couch. Detroit, everyone. Bernie versus everyone. Yeah, that was it. That's it. So.
Oh.
All right.
There's one more.
Oh, yeah. We have breaking news. We have a picture of Hillary Clinton getting ready and training to fight against Tulsi Gabbard. Here we go. Let's take a look. There she is. Hillary's warming up. Bill's holding her. She's getting into it. Get on in it, girl.
Oh, I love the one where Tulsi is batting.
Yes. Is it the Trudy one?
Great White.
What's the name?
Great White.
Great White. Shot. You know what a shart is? Everybody should know what that is. Again,
Ew.
Tulsi and Bernie need 51% to avoid the second ballot. We know Great White Shart.
We know.
You're going to have a Great Brown Shart.
And
if
this
that
is why
happens.
they're running so many candidates so that it's going to be very difficult, you guys. I'm kind of an optimistic realist, but I think it's going to be very, very difficult for anybody to get that number. Even with all the canvassing, even with everything, it's just they're not going to let it happen. I firmly believe that. I'm already convincing myself that we're going to have to do everything we can to actually fight in this coming election.
So I have another super chat contribution. Then we got to get out of here.
Yep.
Trudy says Bernie/Tulsi 2020 is the on-the-job training for Tulsi 2024.
Absolutely. And I 100% agree with that. And I think it's been great, actually. It was AOC and Ilhan endorsed Bernie, and that's great. And tomorrow's the rally. But I think this tweet is great for Tulsi. I think this is changing her, her campaign. I think that's what we have to fight for. We really have to fight for those two to get as far as possible. They are the closest thing to changing this paradigm.
And let's just see how things play out, too. We have to just be patient right now. We can't expect a knee-jerk reaction. You know, I know, like I said earlier in the show, I think a lot of Tulsi people are expecting Bernie to say something. Let's just chill and see what happens. He came through in the last time. I was a little upset, but then eventually he came around and said some stuff. But once again, behind the scenes, it seems like they're kind of in conjunction with each other, because everybody that Tulsi's picking up are people that might not necessarily go for Bernie Sanders.
Exactly.
And that she can bring them with him.
Exactly.
This is kind of like, oh man, this is like when people are saying, oh, she's got balls like Trump to say something like that. She's got the guts like Trump. She don't give a damn. And a lot of people like that about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Remember, this is not people in our echo chamber who are going to be watching this show who are going to be voting out there. We have 337 of you guys on the YouTube right now. We really appreciate that. And on the Facebook, we have another 36 on a Friday night. What are y'all doing?
Real quick, I just want to run through these tweets I found. Okay, so Tulsi retweeted as at Hillary Clinton versus Tulsi Gabbard escalates. Important to note that the person Clinton is calling a Russian asset is also the first female combat veteran in history to run for president, and is right now still a major in the Hawaii National Guard. I just wanted to say that because I feel like it needs to be said.
I saw that.
Yeah.
She retweeted that and stuff.
Real quickly, Sophia shared with us that someone made a tote bag with Tulsi's.
I want a shirt,
Tulsi's
the
thing.
tote bag.
There are these shirts here, real quick.
Yeah.
Why don't we have our own tote bag shirts?
Basically, this is a historic tweet. This is going to go down in history.
Oh, yeah.
I also want to share that Abraham Williams did a tweet just recently, about 30 minutes ago. I just want to share this photo as a reminder of where at Tulsi Gabbard's loyalties lay. For anyone to smear my wife as an agent or asset of another country is offensive to all Americans, no matter where your political ideologies lay.
It's absolutely offensive.
How many tweets? How many likes?
8.6.
And that's on Abraham. That's,
it is absolutely like for her too. Tulsi's actually, people have criticized Tulsi for being too patriotic. You know what I mean? Like for having for standing, in honor with the flag and all of these things. So how does that make sense that she's a Russian? It doesn't even make sense, you guys. It doesn't even make sense. Like, they're not even thinking this through. They're so stupid, and they think you're stupid.
Yeah,
they think you're stupid, and you're going to continue doing. This is why we have to demand that these elections be fair. We have to be on it, because you know what? They're going to pull, Russia all over again. They're already doing it, and we cannot stand for it any longer, you guys. We have to really, really step it up and ensure that we have free and fair elections. She is the one candidate that has been talking about that, and we need to make sure.
Can you just show that real quick? I don't know if you can. But this is also something that, just to close the show out with, something to think about, ladies and gentlemen, because as you sit here and watch us, and like I said, all the people that are watching the show who are really, really into the in the echo chamber or in the bubble or interested in politics, when it comes to a general election, there's going to be a lot of people that have never heard of us, never seen us. They don't really, they're going to just be on the surface stuff. And that's
never
why
heard of Jimmy Dore.
Never Kyle Kalinske.
Or TYT.
They won't know. So it's when she pulls a move like this, and this tweet gets around the way it does, and when somebody just says, hey, take a look at this tweet, it's going to be like, this woman has guts, she kicks ass and takes name. And I just want to put this last tweet up for the night, though. It says, YouTube is giving celebrities six-figure budgets to become YouTubers while also demonetizing and suppressing content from loyal creators who have been making content on the platform for years and often can't even get their most basic concerns addressed. Not only that, turning off the faucet, suppressing us for money, demonetizing all our videos. We just got monetized to get demonetized. If it wasn't for you today with these super chats right here, you don't even know how the fam and I would be right now. Literally, what you guys have done, the love you've shown. And remember, they wouldn't give us it when we first were eligible for it. They made us wait an extra six weeks to get it. So thank you so much. But this is a serious issue, fam, because they really are trying to kill our voices here, too.
Absolutely.
And all we are doing is just squeaking mice against the avalanche of the truth out there. I keep saying it because it needs to be said. It needs to be spread. So with your love, please continue to share these videos and stuff, ladies and gentlemen, because we couldn't do this without you. We love our fans. We love our Patreons. We love the people who follow us. And we're going to continue to do more and more work out there,
chats,
especially when you give us the finances to do so. And if you can't, just join in. I'm sorry.
And we were able to be on a show in India, actually. We got interviewed by Sham Sharma. And just...
Sharma.
Sharma?
Yeah, I said his
you,
name.
You say
I said his
shawarma.
name is.
See, this is what happened.
No, I said his name. I corrected Johnny. I said his name is Sham Sharma, and we're gonna go get some shawarma.
Anyway, so we were on there, and he interviewed us about Bernie and the movement and Warren and Tulsi. We were talking all about
the debates.
We were about the debates, and it was nice actually being asked the questions for once. It was cool. Like I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I like that. I don't know. It was cool.
I know.
And yeah, like you guys should watch it. Check out his channel, and then we're gonna have him on to talk about more about because he's from India to talk about what's going on over there and stuff. So.
I just want to say, we didn't get into it. We didn't show Tucker Carlson and Van Jones because we don't have time. But basically, Van Jones basically says Hillary's playing a dangerous game. You know, he's like Hillary Clinton. You know, a historical figure in American history. You know, she can't go out making these baseless claims and smears, direct smears and stuff. You guys saw that, right? Yeah. We'll show it tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good.
And then same with Tucker Carlson. And then the last thing I want to say is that the title of this show we got from Mr. George Galloway
Tweet
here.
of the decade.
Tweets of the decade.
Some people say I'm more Catholic than the Pope. I say you're more caprious than caprious. That was him, by the way, George Galloway.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get him on the show.
The show. That all we need is time. You know what I'm saying? And you guys buy us the time to do this. You know, we have part-time jobs because you guys are helping us out, and that's great. But we want to make the leap to doing this full-time, and we can do it with you guys. And you know us. We'll hit the road. We don't just sit on the couch.
No.
We like to go. We're going to the KDM convention. Oh, boys, ladies and gentlemen, I got some questions for some people at the KDM convention.
Oh, God.
November 12th.
That's right. Oh,
Long Beach.
Long
Is
busy.
it the 12th? 13th?
Pretty sure it's the 12th.
I thought it was
it's
15th.
mid-October.
I thought it was the 15th. November.
November?
Yes.
It's November.
It's November. See, I don't even know. I know it's coming up, and I got some questions for some people. Me and Fam are going to get some mics in front of some people right now. We're going to put some questions to them and see what answers they got.
Yeah, they're all corrupt.
So,
all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Remember, we have a Patreon. You can go. We're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. But please also join our Rockfin, ROKFIN. It is a cryptocurrency-based platform. You can join for free, and if you got in a couple extra bucks, you can endorse us for just $10 or $9.99, and it helps out. It's really about raging against the machine. It's great to its creators, and it's growing. We did the debates the other day, and they are really starting to improve on this stuff. They're going to get this thing straight. It's going to be a great platform, and we don't have to deal with these bastards over at YouTube who are suppressing us. Why? Because they're big establishment. Because it's all about control.
It's all
For
about
Pasta
the money.
Jardula,
Fiorella Isabel.
Jonny Tsunami.
Combo out. Bye,
Peace.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Okay.